Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we are ready to deploy. So let's go ahead and do that, shall we? We are not going, of course, to be able to field the Battle Master, but that's okay. We'll hop into the command center and see what we've got available here. Honestly, my eyes are immediately brought to this escort mission. Reason being, it's got good pay, it's got pretty good salvage, honestly, as well, and is reasonably challenging. It's not the most challenging, but it pays better and has better salvage than Operation Filthy Propaganda. So let's go ahead and do this. Do we want to run this at 418? I think this is solid, honestly. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so Muffin Top, of course, is not going to be brought here. We can't deploy the Battle Master. Everything else here is solid as is, so we're probably just going to bring the Wolverine, which is a little small for this, in all honesty. Coldfire is in danger. So there is some of that. We're going to go ahead and deploy this. Yes, the Boar's Head does have, like, a quarter ton unused. I'm unfortunately very aware of that. But let's proceed here. The real question, of course, becomes, how exactly do we plan to get through this in an expeditious manner? That's the question here. There's an escort mission in the urban environment, so it could be potentially problematic for us to get to the escort destination quickly. That's okay. We'll see if we need to split this into 2 episodes or not, but we shouldn't need to. We generally don't need to in escort missions, so fingers crossed on that one. But if there's a blocking force, a force immediately upon spawning the convoy, and a force on extraction, we may need to split this. We'll see. So we need to escort the convoy to safety and escape. An ally of the planetary government here in Hobbs stands accused of a long list of illegal, unethical, and deplorable activities. Proof of her guilt was being transported to a spaceport for safekeeping off-planet when it was attacked by unidentified mercenary forces. The convoy narrowly escaped, and we need you to protect it, while we arrange for a dropship pickup. Commander, if the convoy has been attacked once, we can just about guarantee that it's going to be attacked again. Somehow, I doubt the locals will give up so easily. Indeed. Let's see what we've got. Friendly units in danger. Okay, so presumably we've got a blocking force up there. Let's check. That is not a blocking force. Okay. No enemies are currently spawned. We don't know exactly where the evac point is going to be. I do wish it told us that right now. That would be nice, although that's just giving us the capture zone. Okay, we're just going to drop in the capture zone here. Okay. So here we are.
Watch for civilians.
Is this now the evac point up here? No. We don't yet know where it is. We're just going to need to brace our mechs. We're going to lose all of our evasive, but there are no enemies, so that's fine. Okay, we have a contact. We've secured the area, obviously. Looks like they're heading off this direction. We see an Orion, we see a Mackie, we see a Sternblitz, and that's the escort zone there. Okay.
I hear ya.
So, these guys have just spawned. Let's have these guys. That Mackie is running a Thumper artillery. He moves in round 13. I think we begin moving now. We need to uncluster since he has that Thumper artillery. We're going to move up as far as we can with the Wolverine here.
Got it.
Grab ourselves 3 evasive pips. Our hit odds are going to be bad because they have all of their evasive. But we can fire on this Mackie nonetheless.
Affirmative.
We'll see if we get anything. 6 damage. Sounds good. Next up would be the Manteuffel. That's fine. We can position it up over here. It'll be out of LOS of all of these other vehicles. So that sounds great. And then we can fire on the Mackie. Odds are, I think, pretty low here. We could fire swarm missiles. You know what? Let's do it.
Tell me what to shoot.
That'll at least get us some damage in there.
Awaiting orders.
The Black Knight is going to want to move up over here. We're trying to spread out a little bit, but the urban confines are going to make that difficult. We can fire the HA-20 at the Mackie.
Affirmative.
And we get a little bit in there. Be expected.
Yes, Commander.
The Awesome is going to want to move up over this way-ish.
Affirmative.
Our LOS obstruction is actually right here, not on the Wolverine, so we may still want to fire on that Mackie. Technically, the hit odds are better on the Sternblitz.
On it.
But we still failed. As to be expected.
Confirmed.
This isn't the best round for us after all. The Salamander is going to step up.
Acknowledged.
And these guys are pretty spread out. I think the Salamander is going to keep hitting that Mackie. We want to eliminate that ASAP. We do not want it to bring its thumper to bear on us, if at all possible.
10-4.
Reasonably solid hits there. I like it. The Prime Mover is going to be out of range no matter what we do. We're just going to position it up over here.
Gotcha.
Potential thumper issues, to be
Good
sure.
to go.
This is another Prime Mover. Once again, potential thumper issues.
Good to go.
Not a huge fan of that. But the Hector can move up to here.
Consider me there.
That Mackie has taken a lot of damage. We're going to fire the tag first. And we're going to hope that we make him unsteady. Odds aren't great on that, but we're making progress towards it. We're going to sprint forward with the Orion.
On the move.
Warlord it. And we're going to continue to fire this. X6 mode. Do it. I just want to get rolls on this Mackie right now. Oh, we missed everything. Unfortunate. But I guess it'll do for now.
Standing by.
Our Madcap Mark II is, I think, unlikely to get into LOS here. Yeah.
I copy.
The good news is this guy only has the single thumper. Okay. Some damage into the Prime Mover is not particularly relevant, honestly, right now. I mean, the Sternblitz having that AC-20 is somewhat threatening. This is another Prime Mover, but this one does actually have LRMs. So we're going to position here and fire on that Mackie. That said, the Mackie is going to move very soon here. And yeah, we didn't hit the Mackie.
Recycling for another shot.
Sternblitz moves up. Takes down that building. Okay. The Sternblitz is a threat right now. There's no doubt about it. That Reaper also has artillery.
Whoa! Easy on the armor, buddy.
Okay. Mackie steps forward. Not too bad, honestly.
Yikes! That hit hard.
Nah, you're fine.
Losing
We're
all
going
of
to move the boar's head
Armor's
up.
getting stripped off.
And we do get LOS here. I don't think I would like the direct LOS here. We're still probably going to fire the sniper artillery indirect. We can fire the MRM, and I'm going to do that just to try to build up additional stability.
Roger that.
Oh, that's a nice hit on that Mackie. The MRM didn't get much done, but the Mackie now is unsteady until phase 12. That's huge.
Good to go.
The Wolverine is going to close in, stay out of the firing line
Stop
by
that.
dipping over to the side here. We're going to vigilance it because its stability was a bit up there. But look at these hit odds. So much better. Start wrecking that Mackie. Its armor is low, too.
Right, Commander.
Structure exposure. Thumper ammo explosion. Mackie's dead. Great.
Commander.
The Black Knight is going to move up and start engaging that Sternblitz, which moves phase 15. Do we have better LOS? Yes, actually, by moving here.
Go into full throttle.
Okay. The Sternblitz is the next priority target. It only has 220 frontal armor, so that's really not too bad. We got some good armor shred in there. I like it. So phase 18, they have a mover. That's the Orion. Really hitting that prime mover there. Okay.
Good to go.
The awesome is I would love to get a little further forward. But honestly, this position will work. So we'll position here. And we still fire on the stern blitz, I think. Yeah, we still fire on the stern blitz here. We could get the kill. I think we're going to save the rockets.
Target locked in.
We did not get the kill. That's okay.
What's up, boss?
The Madcat Mark II is going to sprint. I'm actually surprised that we don't have LOS over here. Oh, we do. We do get LOS here on the Orion, not on the stern blitz. That's as good as we're going to get for right now. Go ahead and potshot that Orion. Odds are not the greatest. We got a decent chunk of damage in there, though. We'll take it.
Waiting for orders.
The Hector, I would love to see it move up over this way. Now, the Reaper does have a small artillery piece. Honestly, I'm not too threatened by it. The armor losses on it are not tremendous, which is why we're not trying too hard to spread out. Although we should probably spread out a little more than we are. Let's eliminate this stern blitz, though, before it moves, if at all possible.
Firing.
More damage there. Sadly, not a kill.
Good to go.
This prime mover can move up, though. And just checking for positions over here where we'd have LOS. There is one over here. It's mediocre at best. Going up is a bad idea. We could, however, protect our right side, and that's something that we should do. We can't do that. We're going to reserve the prime mover for now. Okay.
Commander?
This prime mover can position... Nope, it can't, actually. We need to move this one here. Who else do we move in phase 17? The Orion?
Try.
Yes, this is fine. The Orion can step forward to here. Its heat is getting up there. But we can get away with this. I kind of want to fire a Rocket 20 here as well. I want to guarantee the kill on the stern blitz.
Confirmed. Solid connection on that one.
That did not, in fact, guarantee the kill. The stern blitz is not dead yet. But the prime mover is still incapable of moving up. We need to move this prime mover. So we're going to reserve. Can the Manteuffel move into here? No. Distance from root. Hang on. Why is that distance from root? Like, the root is literally right there. The root goes like this. Okay, whatever. We could position it up over here and go for the Orion, I suppose.
Got it.
And we'll see about doing that. I want to fire this in standard mode. Little bit of damage to that Orion, not a ton. At this point, the stern blitz moves. I was hoping to prevent this. Rude, but armor is holding.
Waiting for orders.
The prime mover, apparently we are never going to be able to move to the hex that is literally next to where the root is because it's too far from the root. But what we can do is we can move up over here, and I think
On my way.
this is its weak side? It is its weak side. Give it a go.
Got it.
AC-20 ammo explosion.
That's a vehicle kill.
Nice. Okay, the Reaper moves up. Doesn't fire.
Good to go.
It's actually huge. So we need to protect our right-hand side here. That's distance from convoy. I'm not surprised about that. We can position it here. I should have turned it more to protect the right-hand side. That is my own mistake. The Salamander is going to step up. And we're going to fire on this Orion. We're not going to fire the X-Pulse Laser. But otherwise, let him have it.
Copy that.
Not the greatest artillery shots there, but we did get him unsteady.
Waiting for
The
orders.
question is for how long, though? And I think the answer is not tremendously long. So that's unfortunate.
Affirmative.
Because he did move pretty early on in this phase.
Ready for orders.
The Boar's Head can step up over here. And we're just going to fire the sniper artillery indirect at him.
Target
See what we can
confirmed.
get. Absolutely nothing. is the answer. Okay. Sounds good.
Waiting for orders.
The Wolverine is going to make its way over this direction.
Moving fast.
I would have preferred it to be a little bit more out of this line of fire, but these are the options. So we're going to fire on the Orion here. It moves phase 14 currently. We may be able to get a knockdown on it before then. I think we can.
Commander?
The Manteuffel is going to position... Like, I would love to go up here, but we need to be more like here.
Moving fast.
Okay. So the Reaper... Just checking on its thumper artillery. It's doing fine. We're going to hit this Orion as hard as we can right here, which is pretty hard, actually. There we go. Structure exposure.
Receiving you.
The Awesome is going to step up over here. Now, it has a direct LOS on that Orion. We're looking for a knockdown here. Not quite a knockdown because we missed the second PPC there. But the Black Knight can position here. And this will be a guaranteed knockdown on that Orion.
We'll go.
Lot of armor damage. And there goes the Orion falling over. Perfect. So that is fine.
Good to go.
Our Orion is going to step up over here. It's running pretty hot. And we are going to not fire this PPC, but we will fire our heavy rotary AC-5 in X3 mode here. Firing on that Reaper. Got some decent damage into its rear and side arc there.
Yes,
Okay.
Commander.
The Hector can actually position for that as
Copy
well.
that.
Unfortunately, its LOS is blocked by the Manteuffel here, which is not great. But I think we'll be fine. We'll give it a go.
Firing on target.
Perfect.
Vehicle down. I'm generating a lot of...
Good to go.
That's what we wanted to see right there. So, as far as this goes, optimal range would be what, here? For the LRM-5, anyway. We'll position there with the Prime Mover and fire on this Orion. Look to generate more pilot injuries, I think.
Firing everything I've got. That's a
Okay,
kill.
SRM ammo explosion. We'll take it. So we're going to exit combat then and make our way on up.
Commander?
That's distance from convoy? These guys are literally right here. Distance from convoy. Okay. It's because the prime mover is way back there and it's taking the average position. But that's kind of nutty.
Orders.
The Madcat Mark II is going to sprint forward.
Roger. Full speed.
And let's see what we can do with our Salamander here. We don't yet know where the enemies are going to spawn, but we fully expect another Lance to spawn.
No shooting. Just running.
Okay, we are now exiting combat, and we are going to just make our way up towards the evac point
Confirmed.
Moving out.
and sink heat.
No problem. On my way.
Location confirmed.
That'll do. And then we'll park right outside of the escort zone.
Copy that, Commander. I'm walking here.
There we go. And continue to close in.
On my way. Position confirmed.
Roger that.
All of these positions will be reasonably fine for now,
Copy that.
Roger that.
but we don't know where the enemies are going to spawn at, although we know they are going to
Right,
spawn.
Commander.
This is fine.
You're in position, Commander. Hold your ground until the package is on its way.
Okay. I want to
Good to
move
go.
this prime mover in,
Affirmative.
and this one,
Coordinates received.
and this one. They should
Got it.
evac next round, right? I think it'll be next round that they'll leave. So we're not going to get any LOS blocking here. Okay. Enemy turn, they move immediately in phase 23. They have a Cicada, a Prowler, a Ranger, and a Grasshopper. Not too threatening, but maybe enough to take out one of those vehicles. We'll see. Firing on the Wolverine there. Firing tandem rockets, getting some internal damage on the Wolverine, but nothing major. And that, of course, means that it's not actually out of rockets. exciting. Okay, the Cicada ace pilots forward. It has 5 evasive pips. That's kind of a lot.
do this.
The Awesome is going to move up to here.
Moving out.
And we're going to start pot-shotting the Cicada here. We want to eliminate these evasive pips. Can we Warlord? Yes, we can, and we absolutely should. I'm even going to fire our rockets here. I want the Cicada eliminated as quickly as possible. I don't want to deal with those bolt-on tandem rockets that are apparently not out of ammo.
Affirmative.
Not nearly as much as I was hoping for, but about as much as we could expect.
Good to go.
The Wolverine is honestly probably going to dip over and take cover behind this building. We don't want it exposed to this fire if at all possible. And we're going to continue to hit that Cicada. Not a lot of damage there, but the Cicada did move quickly. Madcap Mark II is going to position here. We're still hitting the Cicada. We're just trying to get those rolls in. We're not succeeding thus far.
Receiving you.
Okay, the Orion is going to also join us in this pursuit. It's not tremendously great.
Affirmative.
But let's see what we get here. Ooh, that was some good hits there, actually. That Cicada is very close to unsteady. I like it.
Waiting for orders.
The Prime Mover here is capable of firing on the Cicada with the SRMs. We're probably not going to hit. I think we stray shot our friend. Okay, who did they move phase 17? That's the Grasshopper. The Grasshopper jumps. Misses everything. I like it.
Okay, that was bad.
Oh, did you stray shot the Wolverine? He took down the building, but I don't think he really stray shot the Wolverine. The Manteuffel is going to need to attack the Cicada. Once again, we could stray shot.
Firing on target.
Okay, that's huge. The Cicada's unsteady. It's a very, very dead Cicada.
Aye, aye.
Okay. Black Knight is going to step forward to here,
Moving to position.
and we're going to eliminate this Cicada. The Cicada's dead.
Copy that.
There we go. One Cicada that we don't have to worry about now.
What's up, Bob?
Next, our Hector is going to move forward, and these positions are kind of crappy.
On my way, double time.
Yeah, I'm not going to take that. The Ranger IFV moves up, does not fire on
Good
anything.
to go.
This Prime Mover is capable of firing on the Ranger or on the Prowler, and the Ranger is the by far better hit
Right,
odds.
Commander.
We got 10 damage in there, we'll take it.
Commander?
The Prime Mover is also capable of firing at the Ranger.
Roger that.
No damage in there. Sounds good.
I may need some more time in the simulator.
You might. So at this point, the Prowler is going to move up. And then our convoy units will leave. Rude.
Minimal damage, Commander.
Okay, so we move at this point the Salamander. The Salamander we might... everywhere's going to be indirect because of this building. I think we're going to fire on that Grasshopper, though. Its heat is very high. That's good to know.
I got you.
That was terrible shooting.
I'm ready.
Perhaps the worst shooting we've seen yet.
Going.
We're going to move up with the Boar's Head. This is clear LOS on the Prowler. And so we're going to take that.
Locked and loaded. Okay, that was bad.
The objective is
That was
secure.
also really, really crappy shooting with the artillery. Well, there goes the convoy, so that's fine. We just need to finish off these last 3 vehicles, and honestly, we'll probably have that done this
Waiting for
turn,
order.
I think. So the Awesome is going to move up. LOS is blocked by the Wolverine over here, but we do have a clear shot at the Prowler, and we are going to take this. We're not going to fire the 2 medium lasers because of heat and low odds, but otherwise, that was some solid damage onto that Prowler.
Receiving you.
The Hector can now move up here, where it actually has clear LOS on everything. Technically, hit odds are best on the Grasshopper, so we will take that. No Warlord, because we do not have that ability. This building came down, and the Grasshopper is now unsteady.
Commander.
It does move phase 17, unless we can do something
way.
about that. The Orion is going to step forward. We're firing the Rocket 20. We are firing the Heavy Rotary AC-5 in... that recoil's rough. In X1 mode.
On it.
It's a lot of Grasshopper damage
I'm
there.
out of SRN.
And next up is our Salamander, which is going to, of course, step up here and fire on the Grasshopper with the Aeroforce.
Engaging target.
That's a knockdown. This Grasshopper is totally dead.
Commander?
The Wolverine is going to take position here. I'm even going to Vigilance it. Go for the kill on the Grasshopper, I think.
Tell me what to shoot.
Fantastic. Pilot incapacitation.
Enemy down.
So next up, the Ranger IFV will move. We'll see what it decides to do. Well, where are you going to go, buddy? We haven't moved our Mark II yet. We haven't moved our Boar's Head yet. We haven't moved our Black Knight yet. I'm not surprised that it decided to go for the Wolverine there.
Ah, dang it, that
I'm
hurt.
also not surprised that it got a head hit with the number of machine guns it's got on there.
Standing by.
The Black Knight is going to step up,
On my way.
and we are going to go for that IFV. That's a lot of armor damage into its side.
Waiting for orders.
Madcap Mark II can position here and have a clear-ish LOS. Only this building would be blocking us. Let's go ahead and take this.
Target acquired.
Okay, the Gauss does take down the building. And let's see what the Prowler decides to do here. It's not tremendously threatening. They're definitely going to be dead next round. For sure. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so the Boar's Head is going to move up to here.
Acknowledged.
It's going to fire on that Prowler. Yeah, this is a major overheat. We're not going to fire our ER mediums, or... Actually, we should fire our ER mediums, but not our other medium lasers. It should be like this. I'm not going to fire the Sniper Artillery direct. I'm going to fire it indirect here.
Firing.
I have no idea where it landed,
I'm generating a lot.
but
of
it was
heat here,
not anywhere near where we wanted it. We're going to Vigilance the Wolverine again, and we're just going to fire on this IFV. I want this thing dead. Yes, we're going to overheat a little bit here. I think that's fine. Ooh, we missed the PPC. That's still a structural exposure.
Critical hit, Commander.
Yeah, I was counting on that PPC hitting, and our damage spread out between two locations. That's unfortunate. The Awesome is just going to stay put and go for the Prowler here. We'll do something like this.
Firing on target.
There we go. Prowler is dead.
One more for the trash heap.
Oh, the IFV moves in round 20. I didn't even look at that. I should have. It's going to fire on the Wolverine, but we should be okay. Actually, it's going to fire on the Black Knight. That's fine. Not a concern there at all.
Light damage. Holding firm.
What are your orders?
Our Salamander is not going to fire, I think, here, unless we fire guided missiles. This would be a good argument for guided indirect.
Here we go.
And we didn't hit either of those. Two terrible shots. I'm not shocked. Just disappointed.
Yes, Commander.
The Black Knight can easily go for the kill on the Ranger here. This is super easy.
Target confirmed.
And there we go.
Vehicle fragged.
Fantastic. Let's get out of here. So we honestly didn't take all that much damage. Are we interested in the salvage here? Well, maybe. I mean, we're not interested in the Mackie. What else would we potentially be interested in? We're mostly just interested in cash, I think. Wolverine took some damage, no doubt about that. We could get a Grasshopper, but I'm not particularly interested in that. 2 Sternblitz parts, though. Those are not worth very much. I expected that to be worth quite a lot more. I suppose all it has is that AC-20. Ooh, 2 large X-Pulses, though. That we'll take. We'll take the Thumper Artillery. That is not how that was intended to work. We'll take the Thumper Artillery. Excellent. Take an Engine Core 300. Just checking through here. There is Shaped Charge Thumper ammo. That's pretty neat. We have plenty of Thumper ammo, though. So maybe just the Engine Core 300 and sell that. Okay, sounds good. We did get the 2 Sternblitz parts. We also got the Reaper part. We got an AC-20. We have a couple of those already. LRM-10, get rid of that. 2 medium lasers. I'm actually going to keep that. 8 machine guns. Get out of here. 3 armor. Endosteel structure. We've got some. Engine Core 250. We have. Engine Core 300. We have. A generic heatsink. We have plenty. Primitive cockpit. Primitive sensors. Range sensors, huh? Interesting. We'll keep that around. And AC-20 ammo we don't need. So now the question is, just how much is this going to cost to repair? I don't think it's going to be too bad. However, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And we are going to figure out how much it's going to cost first, but next episode, we're going to probably deploy again before the financial report, I think, assuming it doesn't take too long. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and let's see what Yang thinks this is going to cost. $60K? 10 days. Do it. Easy peasy. So that cut is going in now. And I will see you all next time.